Exclusive contracted novel by Feilu Novel Network. 3 Kingdoms. 800 Snow Dragon Cavalries, scare Liu Bei away. Traveling through the 3 kingdoms, Xu Xiao guards Xiaopei and signs in to receive rewards. Sign in with Ding Baiying, sign in with millions of grains, sign in with 100,000 soldiers. Sign in for the Snow Dragon Rider. Tao Qian sent 2 envoys to Xuzhou, and Liu Bei stationed his troops in Xiaopei. When he met with the Gan family, Bei Li appointed him Zhang Fei. My elder brother, Your Excellency Han Jing, is her great-grandson. It is her honor to take her as a concubine. Guan Yu. My elder brother has already prepared a gift to be hired, and Gan Shi is now his sister. Law. Liu Bei. If he doesn't succeed in taking a concubine, won't it make people laugh? Hope it works out. Xu Xiao. A hypocrite who abandons his wife and children is also worthy of my fulfillment. Liu Bei's reputation has been destroyed, and he has become angry with embarrassment, intending to behead Xu Xiao. But Xu Xiao shouted angrily, "Where is the Snow Dragon Cavalry?" The dragon rode out of Xiaopei, and in the first battle, the world was amazed. I took a concubine, Lady Gan, and married Lady Mi. If there is no wise master in the world, then Xu Xiao is the wise master. Feilu Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. Chapter 1. Sign in for Snow Dragon Cavalry. You are listening at novelfull.audio. P.S. The protagonist claims to be the emperor. The reason why he voted for the protagonist was because the protagonist had no troops, so he needed to find a support. However, after having troops, the protagonist chose to stand on his own. It was all a prelude, big shots. Stop criticizing him, and then criticize him for being autistic. In the first year of Xingping. Xuzhou, Xiaopei, county government. The sun rises above the rod. Xu Xiao had just woken up when he heard a prompt. Ding dong. The monthly visa is open. Ding dong. Sign in for 800 Snow Dragon Cavaliers. Ding dong. 800 heavy Snow Dragon riders have left their check.in space. Upon hearing the prompt, Xu Xiao was immediately overjoyed. Finally, there are cavalry to fight. Snow Dragon Rider. The strongest cavalry in the snow, between heavy cavalry and light cavalry. With a force of no more than 10,000, it is the world's top battle cavalry. There is an unbeatable legend that says, Iron Cavalry from the north is the best in the world, and Heavy Snow Dragon Cavalry is the best in the north. If LV Bu is a super first-class general, Guan Yu and Zhang Fei are first-class generals, and Zhang Liao and Su Huang are second-rate generals. So, the individual soldiers of the Snow Dragon Cavalry are at the level of second-rate generals, which is the level of Zhang Liao and Su Huang. This means, in terms of military strength alone, Xu Xiao already has 800 Zhang Liao. Although 800 is few, it is the elite among the elites. Like Cao Cao's Tiger and Leopard Cavalry, who claimed to select 100 soldiers to form an army, he was already one of the strongest cavalry in the 3 kingdoms. And the Snow Dragon Cavalry, 1,000 people will form an army. 800 Zhang Liao is enough to turn 100,000 sun into 1 million Sunday. With these 800 Snow Dragon Cavalry, big things are just around the corner. Xu Xiao is a traveler from the Blue Star. Like most travelers, Xu Xiao has his own golden finger. Gold fingers are very simple. As long as you sign in, you will receive rewards. In the first year, Ding Baiying signed in, and the Qi family's sword made Huang Zhan tremble at the news. Xu Xiao was appreciated by Tao Qian for his military achievements. In the second year, he signed in with millions of grain and forage. In the third year, sign in for 100,000 soldiers in armor, not 100,000 soldiers and horses, it's armor, weapons, and armor. In the 4th year, sign in over the years. Xu Xiao received a large amount of rewards for signing on a yearly, monthly, and daily basis. But most of these rewards, except for a small portion, are stored in the check.in space. Because Xu Xiao is waiting. Waiting for an opportunity to meet the Ming Lord. Xu Xiao did not fail to consider self-reliance. But in this era, it is very difficult to be independent. Family background, reputation, fierce generals, advisors one cannot be missing. Therefore, after careful consideration, Xu Xiao decided to join Mingzhu. After all, although Xu Xiao has mastered resources, he lacks family background and reputation. Going public through a shell is easier to take off than starting a grassroots business. The 3 kingdoms are full of heroes. Yuan Shu is very pleased with his achievements. All his subordinates have 4-dimensional attributes, none of which exceed 80, but they delude themselves into proclaiming themselves emperor. Joining Yuan Shu is equivalent to seeking death. Yuan Shao, the 4th generation of Sangong, was originally one of the easiest to wipe out the world because of his numerous clans. However, because of his relentless scheming and ruthlessness, he played rocket into a 3 against 3, which was also not a clear leader. Although Liu Bei had military power, he was stubborn and selfless. Sun Tzu values love and righteousness, but unfortunately he died too early. His younger brother Sun Quan, who is not very skilled, loves to play with imperial tricks, just a vegetable-loving and playful Sun 100000. As for Liu Biao, Liu Yan, Liu Yu, Gong Xuanzan and others, Xu Xiao didn't even need to think about it. Xu Xiao is optimistic about only Cao Cao and Liu Bei. I originally intended to join Cao Cao, but after the Battle of Xuzhou, Xu Xiao hesitated. Cao Cao launched an army in Xuzhou to avenge his father. Command. Take the city and slaughter all the people in the city, avenge your father with snow. At first, Xu Xiao thought that this was just a tactic used by Cao Cao to intimidate Xuzhou counties. After all, being able to scare Xuzhou counties into surrendering without fighting is also a strategy and means of defeating the enemy without fighting. If Xu Xiao uses force, I also won't mind such threatening slogans. But Xu Xiao never expected it. Cao Cao, surprisingly, he really slaughtered the city. I used to think Cao Cao was a hero, but now I realize Qin Gongtai's anger. How could a person who can say, I would rather harm the people of the world than let them harm me, be a wise ruler? Xu Xiao let out a sigh, his eyes burning. Cao Cao cannot surrender. I wonder if Liu Bei, known for his benevolence and righteousness, is a wise ruler. Xuzhou Governor Tao Qian once made 2 concessions to Xuzhou, but Liu Bei refused. This gradually spread Liu Bei's reputation in Xuzhou. At this time, Liu Bei, invited by Tao Qian, stationed troops in Xiaopei to protect Xuzhou. But the officials in Xuzhou are very clear about it. This is only temporary. Although Liu Bei refused Tao Qian's offer to Xuzhou twice, he did not leave Xuzhou, which indicates that Liu Bei actually wanted to acquire Xuzhou in his heart. But now Tao Qian is still alive, and if Liu Bei were to receive this Xuzhou, it would damage his reputation. But now that Tao Qian is old, if there are any accidents, once again surrendering to Xuzhou, Liu Bei will definitely acquire Xuzhou and truly become the governor of Xuzhou. Xu Xiao has confidence, allowing Liu Bei to dominate the world with a single state. Just as Xu Xiao was dressed neatly and preparing to visit Liu Bei, a little maid hurriedly arrived at the county government office. County magistrate, Miss has an accident. A hint of coldness flashed in Xu Xiao's eyes. Xiaozhen, take your breath and speak slowly. The maid Xiaozhen took a deep breath and anxiously said, General Liu, who is stationed in Xiaopei's army, heard about the reputation of the young lady from somewhere. Suddenly, he came to offer a dowry to take her as a concubine, but the master politely refused. However, the black servant who came to offer the dowry was quite unreasonable and insisted on asking for the young lady's birth date. The master refused and was beaten by a group of black servants, and the young lady was also taken away. I said the young lady has an old relationship with the county magistrate, but the black servant said that even a mere county magistrate dares to snatch women from his elder brother. Xiao Cui speaks without hesitation, without knowing how to be tactful. Say whatever comes to mind. Xu Xiao's face became increasingly ugly. General Liu, are you referring to Liu Bei from Zhuo County? That black servant is his sworn brother Zhang Fei. Xiaocui hurriedly said, yes, these are just these two names. I was a bit flustered just now and haven't remembered them. Xu Xiao suddenly fell silent. A wave of anger arose naturally. The young lady in Xiaocui's mouth, named Gan Shi, met Xu Xiao by chance 6 months ago and developed feelings for each other. Because Cao launched an army in Xuzhou, Xu Xiao did not receive the dowry in time. I was intercepted by Liu Bei now. Although Xu Xiao has the idea of joining Liu Bei. But it doesn't mean that Xu Xiao will give up the woman who has already been predetermined. White tassel. On. Take the doctor with you and go with Xiaocui to Uncle Gan's house. No. Minor repair. On. Follow the county magistrate, save people. No. Although Xu Xiao was angry, he effectively suppressed his emotions. If Liu Bei is truly benevolent and righteous, and can correct his mistakes, then let this matter go. But if Liu Bei pretends to be benevolent and righteous, Liu Bei, I hope you are truly as rumored, truly benevolent and righteous. P.S. New book set sale, non-toxic but not holy mother, Snow Dragon riding is the best in the world, promoting the three kingdoms. Chapter 2. Blaming Liu Bei as a hypocrite. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Liu Bei's mansion. Gan Xian's eyes flickered with resentment. I didn't expect that Liu Bei, rumored to be benevolent and righteous, would also be a hypocrite who forcibly snatches women from the people. Liu Bei was humiliated. Guan Yu angrily rebuked, "Stop it. My elder brother is officially being hired. When did he forcibly rob a commoner's daughter?" Gan Qian glared angrily at Zhang Fei and said, "This black servant couldn't be hired. He injured my father and kidnapped me here. How dare you say it's not forcibly robbing a commoner's daughter?" Liu Bei's face turned black and he said, "Third brother, what's going on? I asked you to give me the dowry, not to rob someone." Zhang Fei said nonchalantly, "Big brother, you are a relative of the Han family. After Prince Jing of Zhongshan, the great-grandson of your Excellency Han Jing, you have humbled your dowry. That old man Gan still refuses to accept it. Isn't it that he underestimates Big Brother? If it weren't for him being the eldest brother's future father-in-law, my third brother would have sent him to see the king of hell." Liu Bei's tone suddenly paused. On weekdays, he always referred to people as Bei, a relative of the Han family, the descendant of Prince Jing of Zhongshan, and the great-grandson of Emperor Jing of Han. Today, when Zhang Fei spoke about it, Liu Bei always felt a bit strange. Seeing Gan Qian angry, Liu Bei adjusted his sleeves and bowed long, saying, "Miss Gan, my third brother is reckless, which is not what I intended. Later, I will personally come to apologize to my father-in-law. I am the great-grandson of Prince Jing of Zhongshan and the Emperor of Han Jing. I have admired Miss Gan for a long time. If Miss Gan is willing, I can be his wife." Liu Bei's words were sincere, as if they were true. But in reality, Liu Bei never thought of making Gan Qian his legitimate wife. The legitimate wife that Liu Bei is interested in is Mizhu, the younger sister of Xuzhou Biejia Mizhu. Mizhu is a wealthy businessman from the East China Sea and also a private driver in Xuzhou. Whether it is in terms of financial resources or officialdom, once a marriage alliance is formed, it can quickly stabilize Xuzhou for Liu Bei. As for Gan Qian, It is because the sorcerer said that Xiaopei Gan once dreamed of the Beidou at night, and wealth was indescribable. In addition, Gan Xian is beautiful and virtuous, and Liu Bei has been in the military for 8 years without anyone to take care of her. Mizhu doesn't know when she can marry, so she's planning to take Gan Xian as her concubine first. However, at this point, due to Zhang Fei's wrongdoing, Liu Bei had to persuade and use his position as a legitimate wife to resolve Gan Xian's resentment. Liu Bei is confident. With Gan Xian's family background, it is absolutely impossible to refuse the position of legitimate wife of a Han family member. Hee. Do you think Gan Xian is someone who covets wealth and status? Liu Bei, if you indulge my younger brother, harm my father, and kidnap me here, I will definitely report to the county magistrate and accuse you of the crime of forcibly robbing and harming the people. Gan Xian doesn't buy it. Liu Bei's so-called legitimate wife is of no value to Gan Xian. Who would have a favorable impression of someone who forcibly snatches themselves? Gan Xian's toughness angered Zhang Fei. Even a small county magistrate dared to punish my elder brother. Gan Xiaonyang, you'd better obediently follow my elder brother, and I can still call you sister.in.law. If you want to punish my big brother, I'll kill you now. Seeing Zhang Fei roll up his sleeves, Liu Bei shouted in a deep voice, Ida, stop. Guan Yu also hurriedly grabbed Zhang Fei, fearing that Zhang Fei would do anything to Shirliji again. Third brother, let big brother solve it. Liu Bei took a deep breath. If Gan Xian were to sue the officials, his reputation as Liu Bei in Xuzhou would be ruined. Tao Qian has already given way to Xuzhou twice, and he is one step away from becoming the governor of Xuzhou. How could Liu Bei let Gan Xian sue the official? Anyway, Liu Bei must resolve the conflict with Gan Xian. The best way is to make Gan Xian his wife and concubine. As long as you become a wife and concubine, you will inevitably turn towards yourself. Liu Bei, who is capable of wielding angry whips to oversee postage, is not a simple person of benevolence and righteousness. If it doesn't make sense, then we can only a hint of ferocity flashed in Liu Bei's eyes. At this moment, the soldier came to report, Lord, please see Su County Magistrate. Xu Xiao. Liu Bei's heart thumped. How could it have come so fast? Liu Bei gave a glance, and Guan Yu understood. Big brother, hurry up. My third brother and I will stop Xu Xiao first. After all, he was a good brother who ate at the same table and slept in the same bed. With just one glance, Guan Yu understood Liu Bei's intentions. Gan Qian suddenly became alert and shouted, County Magistrate, Gan Qian is here, help me. In an instant, Liu Bei's expression changed greatly. I haven't waited for Guan Yu and Zhang Fei to go yet. 2 soldiers were kicked in. Ding Xiaoxiu was holding straw and carrying the Qi family knife, with a rebellious and unruly expression on his face. This Xiaopei, where my county magistrate wants to come, no one can stop him. Guan Yu and Zhang Fei's eyes suddenly became gloomy. I haven't waited for the 2 of them to take action yet. Before Xu Xiaoran arrived, the sound arrived first. I have heard that General Liu is exceptionally benevolent and righteous. Seeing him today surprised Xu quite a bit. I didn't expect that you would dare to do this act of forcibly robbing and harming the people. Xu Xiao's voice was tinged with anger. I thought Liu Bei would angrily rebuke Zhang Fei and return Gan Qian. But Gan Qian's words, save me, made Xu Xiao realize his expectations for Liu Bei. A bird of a feather. This is Xu Xiao's evaluation of Liu Bei at this moment. Liu Bei suppressed his anger and defended himself, saying, the county magistrate misunderstood because my younger brother was reckless, which led to a misunderstanding between me and Miss Gan. Please be patient for a moment and turn our swords into jade silk. Gan Qian saw Xu Xiao and immediately ran behind him, only grabbing Xu Xiao's arm. Who wants to turn war into jade with you? County magistrate, Liu Bei not only indulged his younger brother in harming my father and abducted me to this point, but even wanted someone to stop county magistrate just now. The malicious intentions are despicable. Xu Xiao's gaze changed again. Stop Xu Xiao. In this situation, we still need to stop Xu Xiao. Thinking with his toes, Xu Xiao can guess what Liu Bei wants to do. Amazing. Amazing. Xu Xiao applauded and praised. In emergency public relations, General Liu's ideas are indeed very effective. After all, when raw rice is cooked and cooked, the Gan family and his daughter can only rely on General Liu. Liu Bei was heartbroken and sneered. The county magistrate misunderstood. Xu Xiao smiled faintly and said, General Liu, how do you plan to solve this matter? Zhang Fei's voice echoed like a bell. How else can we solve it? My elder brother is a relative of the Han family, the great-grandson of Prince Jing of Zhongshan, and it is her honor to take Lady Gan as her concubine. Moreover, my elder brother has already promised her to be his legitimate wife. Guan Yu also said, my elder brother has already given me a dowry, and Gan Shi is my sister.in.law. But with Guan Yu here, no one dares to bully my sister.in.law. When Liu Bei saw his two sworn brothers, he tacitly brought the topic back and immediately bowed again. County Magistrate Xu, today was a misunderstanding. If we have prepared a dowry and cannot take a concubine, wouldn't it be ridiculous? Please complete it, County Magistrate Xu. If County Magistrate Xu can persuade Lady Gan, I will definitely repay this kindness. Not only do I not admit my mistake, but I also have to make up for it and make it work for me. Do you still want me to persuade Gan Xian? The coldness in Xu Xiao's heart erupted completely. General Liu, let your third brother go with the county magistrate. Chapter 3. You can't be the governor of Xuzhou, I said. You are listening at novel full.audio. The words fell. Zhang Fei was furious and said, Xu Xiao, what do you mean? Do you dare to catch me? Guan Yu took a step forward and held down the hilt of his sword, saying, Xu County Magistrate, it's better to settle the enemy than to settle it. My elder brother said, this is a misunderstanding. If Xu County Magistrate succeeds in this matter, there will be a generous reward in the future. See Guan Yu holding down the hilt of the sword. Ding Xiaoxiu also put down the Qi family knife and grasped the handle. Zhang Fei, you violated Xiaopei's laws and forcibly robbed and injured the people. Now that the bitter lord is here, naturally you are going against the county magistrate in court. Identify Liu Bei's hypocrisy. Xu Xiao no longer harbors any luck in his heart. Liu Bei. Not a wise master. Since he is not the master, Xu Xiao is no longer polite. Liu Bei was completely angry, and even his tone contained a threat. Xu Xiao, are you really going to put an end to this matter? If you were to be the governor of Xuzhou, Xuzhou would have no place for you. Xuzhou governor. Xu Xiao chuckled and said, are you referring to Governor Tao preparing to give up Xuzhou 3 times? Don't think about it, you can't be the governor of Xuzhou. Even if Governor Tao comes, it's useless. What I said. Just rely on you. Just rely on me. Xu Xiao's gaze was sharper than Liu Bei's. You, Liu Bei, claim to be benevolent and righteous, but you commit acts of robbery and injury to the people. As the magistrate of Xiaopei County, I am Xu Xiao, and I am in charge of public security. Now, I officially notify you. Zhang Fei, you're under arrest. Zhang Fei was furious and drew his sword, chopping towards Xu Xiao. Dog thief, bullying people too much. King the sword collided with the Qi family sword. Ding Xiaoxiu bit off the straw. Zhang Fei's strength is too strong. Although using a sword, he smashed it like a snake spear. Kid, my martial arts skills are good, but my strength is too weak. Zhang Fei gave a fierce smile and smashed at Ding Xiaoxiu again. Ding Xiaoxiu gritted his teeth and focused on resisting. Suddenly, Ding Xiaoxiu's empty door opened wide and was kicked away by Zhang Fei. Catch me. Do you have the ability? Zhang Fei laughed wildly. Sword pointed at Xu Xiao. Xu Xiao, if I kill you here, do you think Governor Tao would blame my elder brother for you? Guan Yu awakened. Immediately move forward. Xu Xiaozhen said. Indeed. If I die here, although it will have a certain impact on General Lu's reputation, it will not hinder Tao Qian from continuing to let Xuzhou give you. But no one can stop the person Xu Xiao wants to catch. Zhang Fei was full of anger and said, Big brother, don't hesitate. If we don't kill Xu Xiao, we won't be able to establish ourselves in Xuzhou. Liu Bei gave a stern look and said, County Magistrate Xu, you still have one more chance to answer. Opportunity. A cold voice sounded. Why do you think, my lord, should answer you? Liu Bei was suddenly taken aback and held down the hilt of his sword. Ha, I'm laughing to death. Zhang Fei laughed heartily and said, Xu Xiao, is this the only woman you rely on? How did you come here? Don't worry, so come over. You don't need to, you can still capture Zhang Fei. Bottom card, use one, miss one. Your disciple lost. Being lazy while practicing martial arts is a sure way to lose. Ding Xiaoxiu couldn't help but feel embarrassed when Ding Baiying gave such a straightforward comment. The conversation between Xu Xiao and Ding Baiying made the three brothers Liu Bei feel confused. Capture me. You're not ashamed to speak big. Third brother, make a quick decision. Immediately Zhang Fei, no longer hesitating. Women, stay at home, fight, that's men's business. But see. Ding Baiying closed her eyes and gently stroked the handle of the Qi family's knife with her right hand. Suddenly. Blade and sword shadows. One chop. Broken sword. A sword that only knows how to smash randomly, shaped like a child. Ding Baiying swung his sword across Zhang Fei's neck and gave a cold smile. Let go of my third brother. Guan Yu was shocked and turned pale. He drew his sword and slashed towards Ding Baiying. But I saw a burst of blood marks on Zhang Fei's neck in an instant. Guan Yu's attack came to an abrupt end. So calm. So decisive. Guan Yu stared solemnly at Ding Baiying. If it's a horse battle, such an opponent can quickly kill in one turn. But infantry warfare. Liu Bei tightly grasped the hilt of his sword and gritted his teeth as he said, Third brother, come with him to the county government office. No matter what he says, you'll accept it. Ding Xiaoxiu stepped forward and directly tied up Zhang Fei. General Liu, in Xiaopei, we must abide by our own rules and regulations. Don't say it's unforeseeable. Seeing Zhang Fei being taken away by Xu Xiao, Liu Bei's anger erupted completely. Second brother, you should immediately go to the military camp outside the city to point troops. I will personally kill Xu Xiao's head. Although Guan Yu was angry, he remained calm and said, Big brother, how will the governor explain it? Liu Bei said in a calm voice, My second younger brother is worry-free. I will immediately write a letter to go to Pengcheng, stating that Xu Xiao, the magistrate of Xiaopei County, has taken my beloved concubine and arrested my third younger brother. This grudge is unforgettable. As long as Xu Xiao is killed, everything will be a foregone conclusion. Even if the governor suspects, he doesn't expect to have any grudges with me for the sake of a small magistrate of Xiaopei County. I understand, I'll go now. Liu Bei took a deep breath. To be honest, Liu Bei also doesn't want to make such a fuss. But now, the contradiction is irreconcilable. A hint of ferocity flashed through my eyes. Since we can't be friends, then we have to cut down the grass and eradicate the root. Notify officials at all levels of Xiaopei that the county magistrate will publicly trial Zhang Fei on the execution ground. Xu Xiao knew that Liu Bei would never give up easily. Liu Bei had already planned to make Zhang Fei confess to any crime, and he had already sent the signal of a decisive battle. Admit any crime, no matter what. Liu Bei, this is you trying to kill yourself. Soon. The matter of Xiaopei County Magistrate Xu Xiao's public trial of Zhang Fei was widely circulated in Xiaopei. Whether it's peddlers or wealthy businessmen, they all go to the execution ground to watch the excitement. After all, public trial is a rare occurrence. Zhang Fei. Isn't that Liu Bei's sworn brother? What did he do? Liu Bei is known for his virtue and unparalleled benevolence and righteousness. How could his loyal younger brother have committed a crime? Could it be that Xu County Magistrate took bribes and violated the law, intentionally manipulating Liu Bei? Xu County Magistrate is corrupt and lawless. Where did this villain dare to slander Xu County Magistrate? Who doesn't know that Xu County Magistrate always enforces justice? Hee. It's just superficial. So what you said about Liu Bei may be superficial benevolence and righteousness, but in reality, he is a petty person and a hypocrite. Bold. Do you dare to curse General Liu? You scolded the county magistrate, but I can't scold Liu Bei. In a moment. There were discussions around the execution ground. Some believe that Liu Bei is hypocritical, while others believe that Xu Xiao is corrupt and lawless. Young master, when will it start? Alright, let's get started. Xu Xiao looked at Zhang Fei on the execution ground and asked the clerk to read out the evidence of the crime. Today, there is Zhang Fei from Xuzhou County. At X o'clock on X month X day X year, he forcibly robbed the civilian daughter Gan Shi, injured Gan Shi's father, and threatened that his brother Liu Bei would soon serve as the governor of Xuzhou. He was just a small county magistrate and was not qualified to interrogate. The words have not yet finished. Zhang Fei laughed heartily and said, "Stop reading, you're so cultured." Xu Xiao, let me tell you, you said I forcibly robbed a commoner's daughter, I admit it, you said I injured the father of the Gan family, I admit it too, but I admit it and don't admit it wrong. My elder brother, a Han family relative, the descendant of King Jing of Zhongshan, the great-grandson of King Jing of Han Jing, snatched a commoner's daughter and took a concubine. What happened? Tao Qian, I asked Xuzhou to give me my elder brother twice because he is a Han family member. This Xuzhou was originally owned by Han family members. My big brother, I should be the governor of Xuzhou. At this point, Liu Bei, who was secretly waiting for Guan Yu, suddenly turned pale. Damn it, how could I forget his mouth? Chapter 4. Snow Dragon Riders Present, Slay Zhang Fei. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Zhang Fei seemed convinced that Xu Xiao had no choice but to answer whatever he had. Admitting guilt and not making mistakes, he laughed wildly while promoting Liu Bei's reputation. Seemingly reckless, there is a touch of delicacy added. But unfortunately, although Zhang Fei has quick wit, he is unaware of human emotions. Old Tao Qian. Xuzhou should have belonged to the Han family. Liu Bei should be the governor of Xuzhou. These words, everyone can understand in their hearts. To see through but not to speak out. If you really want to say it, the taste will change. Although Tao Qian wants Xuzhou. But Tao Qian's purpose in giving Xuzhou was to give the Tao family a way out. This is conditional. Do you really think Tao Qian is foolish enough to send Liu Bei to Xuzhou? Old age makes perfect. Tao Qian lived for over 60 years and was able to achieve a position of separatism. What scenes have he never seen before? Zhang Fei's words. With just a little processing, it became Tao Qian's right to let Xuzhou go, and Liu Bei's acquisition of Xuzhou was to save face for Tao Qian and so on. Xu Xiao instructed the scribe. Send these confessions to Pingcheng. Don't you need Zhang Fei to sign and sign? You can give it a try. But if Zhang Fei doesn't sign and sign, I'm afraid this confession is hard to believe. Just have it. As for whether you believe it or not, when Liu Bei escapes from Xuzhou, the fake will come true. Xu Xiao gave a cold smile. Since I have formed an enmity with Liu Bei, it is absolutely impossible for Liu Bei to stay in Xuzhou again. At this moment, a shout of killing rang out. Guan Yu led his troops and horses, with one horse at the forefront. Xiaopei County Magistrate Xu Xiao took my elder brother's beloved concubine and arrested my third younger brother without reason. The main insulting minister died, and I, Guan Yu, cannot bear to be humiliated. If you don't want to do it, quickly retreat. Close the windows and doors tightly, don't probe. Guan Yu lifted the green dragon Yenhua blade upside down and sat on a yellow husky horse, with a fierce and evil spirit. The people and nobles around the execution ground immediately dispersed in a panic. Don't run. Stay here and wait to die. Soon. Around the execution ground, except for the county officials of Xiaopei who were staying around Xu Xiao, everything unrelated ran away. County officials also want to run, but Xu Xiao, the county magistrate, is still here. If we run away, the county magistrate will settle the accounts after autumn, then it will be troublesome. County magistrate, what should we do? Xuzhou trembled and trembled. Oh heavens, oh earth. I have elderly parents, young children, and 6 concubines to take care of. I don't want to die here. Xu Xiao stood up, with Ding Baiying and Ding Xiaoxiu guarding on both sides. Guan Yu, do you know why I chose Zhang Fei here for public trial? Guan Yu's brow furrowed instantly. The primary school had already gone to loosen ties with Zhang Fei. Xu Xiao didn't stop either. Zhang Fei broke free from the rope, picked up the snake spear and pointed it at Ding Baiying, shouting loudly, "That woman, dare you fight Grandpa Zhang again? I must poke a few holes in you." Ding Baiying sneered and remained silent. Ding Xiaoxiu bit on the straw and put down the Qi family knife. "Liu Bei, you want to kill me, why are you hiding in the dark?" Xu Xiao scanned for a week, but did not see the figure of Liu Bei. I secretly thought that Liu Bei was too steady to show up in such a situation. Guan Yu raised his sword and shouted, "Xu Xiao, don't look for me. My elder brother is not here, and we are preparing a banquet at the moment. We'll wait for my brother to take your head back and drink." Unfortunately. No wonder it's called Lu Pao Pao. Every time there's a life-threatening situation, he can miraculously avoid it. Xu Xiao let out a light sigh. I was originally planning to completely annihilate the Lu Guanzhong brothers here. If Liu Bei is present, the likelihood of complete annihilation will increase by 50%. After all, if Guan Yu and Zhang Fei want to escape, they may not be able to stay. If Liu Bei were here, Guan Yu and Zhang Fei would not have abandoned Liu Bei and fled alone. Second brother, stop talking nonsense to him and watch me kill him. Zhang Fei raised his Zhangba snake spear and rode towards Xu Xiao. Second brother, be careful. Guan Yu also raised his sword, shouted at the soldiers, and surrounded Xu Xiao. At this moment, Xu Xiao glared angrily and shouted, "Where is the Snow Dragon Cavalry?" In an instant, like a thunderbolt rising from the flat ground, the ground around the execution ground began to shake. What is the situation? Zhang Fei restrained the horse's head and made 2 turns. Guan Yu also looked around. Is this vibration a cavalry? Where did the cavalry come from? Guan Yu and Zhang Fei were a bit confused. Xiaopei's garrison, except for the 200 cavalry in Guan Yu and Zhang Fei's hands, were all shield soldiers, archers, and spearmen. The vibration came quickly. Guan Yu and Zhang Fei have not fully reacted yet. 8 white-robed and silver-armored cavalry soldiers appeared in the 8 alleys around the execution ground. The Snow Dragon rider is here, who dares to harm my lord? Kill! The fierce killing aura almost startled Guan Yu and Zhang Fei off the warhorse. Do you really have cavalry? This quantity? terrifying not less than 100 riders. Guan Yu was taken aback. You're wrong, not less than 100 riders. But, 800 riders. 800 riders. Are you joking? When did Xiaopei have 800 cavalry? Guan Yu and Zhang Fei suddenly felt a little flustered. However, the next scene. Guan Yu's gaze became even more horrified. A cavalry academy under his command welcomed a white-robed cavalry, but was picked off the warhorse at a rendezvous. Flash sale. The cavalry academy under Guan Yu's command was instantly killed. A regular cavalry soldier killed my cavalry academy in a flash. Guan Yu was shocked in his heart and rode towards the white-robed cavalry. Death. Shock reappears. In the past, this knife could easily kill an ordinary cavalry soldier. But now, this knife was unexpectedly blocked by the cavalry. And the next moment, the Snow Dragon Cavalry suddenly spoke up. Line up. The Snow Dragon Cavalry knew it couldn't beat Guan Yu, so it immediately summoned 3 cavalry soldiers to surround Guan Yu. Guan Yu. Very strong. Especially after Liu Bei's death, it seems that everyone has put in the first banner. But, at this moment, Guan Yu felt the pressure from Liu Bei in front of Hulao Pass. For Snow Dragon Cavalry attacked Guan Yu in a circle. Surprisingly, this Guan Yu, who wouldn't take anyone seriously except Liu Bei, is struggling. I can't even defeat 4 cavalry soldiers. The shock of Guan Yu is indescribable. Upon seeing this, Zhang Fei rushed towards the Snow Dragon Cavalry. But more and more heavy Snow Dragon Cavalry surrounded Guan Yu and Zhang Fei. The troops and horses brought by Guan Yu were almost slaughtered on one side. Third brother, these cavalry soldiers are strange. Withdraw, go back to the military camp, and meet up with big brother. Second brother, go first, I'll cover up. Seeing Guan Yu and Zhang Fei running away, the Snow Dragon Cavalry once again changed formations. Just as Guan Yu and Zhang Fei were about to break through the encirclement, suddenly, Zhang Fei let out a scream, but an iron gun pierced into his shoulder blade. Third brother. Second brother, hurry up and go to the military camp. Guan Yu let out an angry sigh and pulled his horse before leaving. This is not the time for a long brotherly relationship. Guan Yu must return to the military camp as soon as possible. I thought Xu Xiao only had dozens of county soldiers, and Guan Yu brought dozens of soldiers over. Who knew Xu Xiao had ambushed 800 cavalry? What's even more terrifying is these 800 cavalry. He is impressive Guan Yu, but he can't beat 4. After a moment, 2 heavy Snow Dragon riders escorted injured Zhang Fei back. Master, how to deal with it? Xu Xiao waved a gesture and said, let's rob the execution ground with our troops. The crime will be even worse, kill. Zhang Feibao's eyes widened and he said, dog thief, do you dare to kill me? The words have just finished. The next moment, an iron gun pierced Zhang Fei's neck. The Snow Dragon Cavalry was signed in and only obeyed Xu Xiao's orders. Xu Xiao said kill. Then we will definitely kill. Don't think you're one of Liu Bei's future 5 tiger generals, I can't bear to kill you. Level its head and hang the West City Gate. No. Chapter 5. The Great Snow Dragon Cavalry achieves another merit, breaking through 3,000 with 800. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Guan Yu hurried back to the military camp. At this time, Liu Bei had already returned to the military camp ahead of schedule. Originally, Liu Bei intended to personally kill Xu Xiao. But after calming down, he thought of killing Xu Xiao, which was a bit extreme. After all, it can still be considered a colleague. Killing someone for a woman is somewhat damaging to one's reputation. Therefore, Liu Bei left Xiaopei early and returned to the military camp. But it was Guan Yu who was responsible for killing Xu Xiao. In this way, Liu Bei can fully use reasons that cannot be stopped to defend himself. At the same time, it can also promote Guan Yu's loyalty and righteousness. More with one move. Upon seeing Guan Yu, Liu Bei welcomed him and said, "Yun Chang, Xu Xiao is a bandit. Will he be executed?" However, before Liu Bei could walk in, Guan Yu knelt down and wept, "Big brother, Xu Xiao hid 800 cavalry from somewhere. The dozens of brothers I brought with him all died. Ida was caught again to cover my escape." "What? 800 cavalry?" Liu Bei immediately froze and became somewhat hysterical. "This is impossible. Xu Xiao is just a small county magistrate of Xiaopei. Where did he get 800 cavalry? The entire cavalry of Xuzhou is in the hands of Cao Bao, the commander of the Danyang army." Guan Yu stood up, still unable to conceal his shock in his tone. "Big brother. We have all been deceived by Xu Xiao. Those 800 cavalry are completely different from the cavalry under Cao Bao's command. They are all dressed in uniform white robes, silver armor, and iron guns, with extremely strong combat power. I can't even withstand the siege of 4 cavalry soldiers." Liu Bei was stunned. Guan Yu's martial prowess is very clear to Liu Bei. During Liu Bei's 8 years of official career, no matter how difficult it was, Guan Yu and Zhang Fei were bound to follow by his side. Even if Liu Bei escapes, he will still summon the 2 ahead of time. Just because of Guan Yu and Zhang Fei's 10,000 enemy Wu Yong. But now, Liu Bei felt like he had some auditory hallucinations. 4 cavalry soldiers defeated Guan Yu. You're teasing me. Yun Chang, are you sure it's 4 cavalry soldiers, not 4 generals? If it were 4 generals, that would still be understandable. After all, generals and cavalry are different. Liu Bei has a deep understanding of this. Strong as Liu Bu, but unable to break through the encirclement of their 3 brothers. It is not impossible for 4 generals to defeat Guan Yu. "Big brother, there are really 4 cavalry soldiers. During the siege between Ida and me, I even deliberately fought against more than 30 cavalry soldiers separately. Their prowess exceeded my imagination. Moreover, I teamed up with Ida, and although we injured dozens of cavalry soldiers, we didn't kill a single one. Their cooperation is so tacit." Guan Yu felt a bit scared afterwards. 2 enemies of 10,000 joined forces and surprisingly failed to kill a Snow Dragon Cavalry. Even if one Snow Dragon rider is damaged, there will immediately be another Snow Dragon rider to replace it. Liu Bei took a cold breath and said, "How could there be such fierce cavalry in the world?" Guan Yu took a deep breath and said urgently, "Big brother, there's no time to think about this. Ida has now fallen into Xu Xiao's hands. We need to immediately deploy troops to rescue 3rd brother." There are 3,000 soldiers and horses brought by Liu Bei from the plain in the military camp. Although Xu Xiao's 800 heavy Snow Dragon Cavalry ambushed Guan Yu for a while. But Guan Yu does not believe that there is no chance of winning. That 800 Snow Dragon Cavalry may be brave, but after all, there are few people. 3,000 soldiers and horses pushed horizontally, save Zhang Fei first, and then make a fuss. Yes, let's start with the 3rd brother. Liu Bei was also a bit panicked. Guan Yu and Zhang Fei were the basis for Liu Bei's achievements. Without any one, it would make Liu Bei feel heartbroken. That's also why. Even though Zhang Fei's rude dowry caused a series of troubles, Liu Bei still did not blame Zhang Fei. Because Liu Bei knew that Zhang Fei would never betray him. Wives are like clothes, brothers are like limbs. Clothes can be changed, hands and feet cannot be broken. This is Liu Bei's concept. Everything cannot compare to Liu Bei's emphasis on his 2 brothers. Even if it's Zhang Fei's fault. But so what? As long as Guan Yu and Zhang Fei are here, Liu Bei is not afraid of any difficulties. 3,000 soldiers and horses, pull out the entire camp. Kill Xiaopei with a mighty force. Suddenly, Guan Yu restrained his horse's head and screamed mournfully, "Third brother." Liu Bei's heart thumped as his gaze caught sight of Zhang Fei's head hanging on the upper floor of Xiaopei city, causing him to feel dizzy. Ida, dead. Liu Bei looked incredulously at the head hanging on the city tower, rubbed his eyes, and stared closely. Third brother. Liu Bei's heart was in agony as he raised his whip and cursed, "Xu Xiao, get out of here with me. The people of Xiaopei are listening. Xu Xiao is a thief, taking my beloved concubine and killing my brother. Law. This grudge is unforgettable. I, Liu Bei, do not want to harm innocent people or be enemies with me. Quickly retreat. Otherwise, break the city walls, tenacious defenders, and execute the 3 tribes including you." Guan Yu's eyes were red and he lifted the green dragon Yenhua blade, shouting angrily, "Xu Xiao, come out." Suddenly, the earth trembled. The gate of Xiaopei city is wide open. 800 snowy dragon riders roared out. "The Snow Dragon Rider is here. Those who insult the Lord, kill. 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 Kill." The sound of killing is deafening. The Snow Dragon Cavalry quickly divided into formations, with 100 riders forming a 1-character-long snake formation. Like 8 dragons charging towards Liu Bei's troops. Guan Yu was taken aback. This Snow Dragon Rider has such a fast reaction speed. Be careful, big brother. The whole army is charging. Kill me. The Snow Dragon Cavalry arrived too quickly, and Guan Yu didn't have time to deploy troops. With a wave of the flag, 3,000 soldiers and horses will directly cover up. However, Liu Bei and Guan Yu underestimated the combat effectiveness of these 800 Snow Dragon Cavalry. The first battle between troops and horses. Liu Bei's 3,000 soldiers and horses were divided into dozens of small squares by the Snow Dragon Cavalry. Each small formation seems to face several times more Snow Dragon Cavalry than itself. Except for Guan Yu. No one can withstand the charge of the Snow Dragon Cavalry. Liu Bei does not believe in evil. Waving his double-edged sword, he engaged in a battle with a heavy Snow Dragon Cavalry, and the phoenix sword on his left hand was directly shaken away. "I'm about to be stabbed in the throat." Liu Bei suddenly lowered his head and his helmet was lifted off. "Big brother." Guan Yu is greatly shocked. Now that Zhang Fei is dead, if Liu Bei encounters any further problems, Guan Yu doesn't even know where to go. Qinglong Yenhua knife cleaves the flying iron spear. "Big brother, withdraw." Liu Bei didn't dare to fight, tightly hugged the horse's neck, and fled in a hurry. As soon as the commander fled, the remaining plain soldiers and horses lost their will to resist. Either surrender or flee. Liu Bei ran wildly for 30 miles, all the way to Jiuli Mountain before finally being able to stop. Looking around, including Guan Yu, there were less than 10 riders. Liu Bei couldn't help but feel sad from his heart. Why is the sky so indifferent to me? Liu Bei is unwilling. If I had known, when Tao Qian gave Xuzhou the second time, I should have accepted it, otherwise there would have been no shame today. Liu Bei hates it. I originally wanted to accumulate more reputation and avoid being criticized, but I was taking advantage of the situation. Success was right in front of me, but I met a little Pei Xu Xiao. Not only was the third younger brother killed, but the 3,000 soldiers and horses that he had finally accumulated were almost completely destroyed. "Big brother, where are we going now?" said Guan Yu with the same sorrow. Liu Bei stared fiercely at Xiaopei and said, "Xuzhou must not be able to return. Go to Liaodong and seek refuge with brother Bugui. Xu Xiao, if this revenge is not avenged, I, Liu Bei, swear not to be a person." Suddenly, the sound of shouting and killing gradually increases. "Capture Liu Bei alive! Capture Liu Bei alive!" Liu Bei was once again terrified. Yunchang, let's go. Chapter 6. Gan Shi wants to marry a daughter, Gan Xian's excitement. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Xiaopei. The sudden war caused the people of Xiaopei to tightly close their windows and doors, afraid to go out. The pain of Cao Cao's bloodbath in Xuzhou has not been completely healed yet, and Liu Bei and Xu Xiao have started fighting again. The shadow of death lingers in the hearts of the people of Xiaopei. It seems that the shouting of "kill" has ended. Who won? Liu Bei or Xu County Magistrate? I never expected that Liu Bei would attack Xiaopei. After all, Liu Bei's third brother has been killed by the magistrate of Xu County. It's normal for Liu Bei to seek revenge. We are fighting back and forth. When will we ordinary people be able to settle down? Stability. Don't think about it, just survive. Just pray that County Magistrate Xu can win. Why not Liu Bei? Liu Bei is a kind and noble person. Governor Tao wants Liu Bei to be the governor of Xuzhou twice. Come on. Didn't you hear what Zhang Fei said? Liu Bei is a relative of the Han family. What happened when he snatched a commoner's daughter and took a concubine? My daughter is as beautiful as a fairy, what if she was robbed? Is it just your physique? I was really robbed by Liu Bei, so why don't you steal and enjoy it? I'm actually worried about County Magistrate Xu. Regardless of whether we win or lose, County Magistrate Xu may not be able to become this county magistrate. If a corrupt official comes, we, the ordinary people, will suffer. The people of Xiaopei are discussing extensively. There is observation, worry, fear, and schadenfreude suddenly. In Xiaopei city, dozens of snow dragon riders run around the streets and alleys, posting notices. Liu Bei was ambitious and attacked Xiaopei without authorization. This move angered both heaven and earth. Xiaopei County Magistrate Xu Xiao used 800 heavy Snow Dragon Cavalry to defeat Liu Bei's 3,000 bandits outside the western city. Liu Bei fled in a hurry. The military disaster of Xiaopei has been lifted, and the people in the city are free to move around. Remember, Xiaopei's laws and regulations, from high-ranking officials and nobles to traffickers and soldiers, must not be violated. Mild cases may involve punishment, while severe cases may involve beheading. Liu Bei is a lesson from the past. Don't say it's unforeseeable. Not only are notices posted everywhere. Dozens of heavy snow dragon riders, running to read aloud. After all, in this era, not everyone can read. Did Liu Bei escape? Snow Dragon Cavalry. What is that? Does Xiaopei have this cavalry? I know, it's the cavalry in white robes and silver armor, I secretly saw it. Who asked you about your white robe and silver armor? I'm just curious, where did Xu County Magistrate get his cavalry? Isn't it normal for the county magistrate to have soldiers? It's really playing the piano against a cow. I don't understand what you're saying, all I know is that my vegetable stall can open now. Right, I'm starving to death. I'm going to drink goosebump soup. 800 to 3,000, it's really surprising. That's Liu Bei who retired from Cao Cao. The announcement of being listed for the safety of the people has been released. In Xiaopei city, there were more voices of discussion. But for most people in Xiaopei, it's just a blessing that they don't have to hide at home anymore. If you don't work for a day, you will have to be short of food and clothing. Gan Xian's family. The doctor prepared the soup and medicine, and Gan Xian carefully fed the old father Gan Hong with medicine. Father, slow down. Medication is complete. Gan Hong sighed and said, Daughter, now that we have offended Liu Bei, Xiaopei has nowhere else to hide. Xu County Magistrate can protect us for a while, but he cannot protect us for a lifetime. Liu Bei is highly valued by Governor Tao, and in no time will he become the governor of Xuzhou. At that time, Xu County Magistrate was also helpless. As the saying goes, if you're not afraid of officials, you're afraid of management. Gan Qian sneered and said, "Father, you've been worried too much. You don't know how to recover from your illness. Now that Liu Bei can't be the governor of Xuzhou." What? Gan Hong is a bit confused. Gan Qian remembered the majestic and handsome figure in her heart, and her little face blushed. Father didn't know anything. The black servant who attacked you was beheaded by the magistrate of Xu County. If Liu Bei wanted to launch an attack on Xiaopei, he was also repelled by the magistrate of Xu County. Now it is widely rumored in the city that Xu County magistrate broke through 800 to 3,000, and Liu Bei was defeated in the west of Xiaopei city. So Liu Bei, he has already fled and wants to become the governor of Xuzhou. Gan Hong was shocked on the spot. Xu County magistrate, how could he be so brave? Gan Hong has been in Xiaopei for many years, although he has long heard of Xu Xiao, the county magistrate of Xiaopei, who holds a fair and strict official position and is not afraid of the powerful. But this is the first time I've heard that Xu Xiao is brave and skilled in battle, even Liu Bei can defeat him. Unbelievable. Father. As I said earlier, Xu County magistrate is very talented, and you always don't believe me. Gan Hong saw that although his daughter was talking to him, her eyes were clearly floating and she didn't know where to go. No woman knows her father. Gan Hong already had a guess in his heart when he saw his daughter like this. Xu County magistrate has shown great kindness to my father and daughter, the Gan family. As my daughter grows older, it is inevitable that she will be remembered. It is better to marry Xu County magistrate. Although we cannot achieve great wealth and prosperity, we can still live a peaceful life. Gan Hong had a dispute in his heart. Daughter, what do you think of Xu County magistrate? Gan Qian blurted out, handsome and charming, a first-class hero at that time. Gan Hong said again, if my father intends to marry you to the magistrate of Xu County, do you agree? Gan Qian subconsciously said, of course you agree, Father, what nonsense are you talking about? Gan Qian, who had reacted, blushed with embarrassment. Gan Hong laughed and said, daughter, there are only you and my father and daughter here. If you agree, I will immediately have Xiaozhen send your birth date and 8 characters to the county government. Gan Qian lowered her head and said, but my daughter is just a commoner. I want to marry, but the county magistrate may not be willing to marry. Xiaozhen happened to come in with a basin of water and said with a smile, Miss, you're being careless. If county magistrate Xu doesn't want to marry, why offend Liu Bei? Xiaozhen can see it, can't miss-see it. Gan Qian felt a bit embarrassed and anxious. That Xu County magistrate who is fair and strict, not afraid of the powerful, not for the sake of competing for me. Do not slander Xu County magistrate's reputation. At this moment. Suddenly, a matchmaker came outside the door. Old man Gan, you are really lucky. The county magistrate entrusted me to act as a matchmaker, intending to take your daughter as a concubine. The matchmaker was eloquent and didn't wait for the reaction of the Gan father and daughter. He continued, the county magistrate is still unmarried. Although he is taking a concubine, it is equivalent to getting married, but the process of getting married is complicated. The county magistrate is worried that your daughter will be missed again, so he sent me to talk to you. Gan's father and daughter were stunned on the spot. Especially Gan Qian, who was still worried about Xu Xiao's refusal to marry earlier. The matchmaker came. For a moment, I didn't know how to react. The matchmaker was taken aback and said, what's wrong? Are you not willing? Gan Hong laughed and said, yes, of course I do. Daughter, your wish has been fulfilled. Gan Qian stomped her feet and ran back into the room, saying, Father, you can discuss it. I'm a bit tired. Boudoir. Gan Qian's heart was filled with excitement and impatience, and Xu Xiao's handsome and heroic demeanor kept coming to mind. Chapter 7. Tao Qian's memories, 6 years ago during the Battle of Xiapi. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Xuzhou, Pingcheng. Don't drive in Mizhu and Xuzhou, you have received a letter from Liu Bei. The content of the biography roughly means, Xu Xiao, the magistrate of Xiaopei County, has taken my beloved concubine and arrested my sworn brother, and this grudge is unforgettable. Upon seeing the letter, Mizhu suddenly felt a little anxious. General Liu, how could he be so impulsive and have a conflict over a woman? Immediately, Mizhu replied with a letter, handed it over to his confidant, and instructed him to hurry to Xiaopei. Inviting Liu Bei to govern Xuzhou was led by Mizhu. After seeing Liu Bei in Beihai, Mizhu concluded that Liu Bei was very human and must be someone who could achieve great things. Therefore, after Liu Bei rushed to aid Xuzhou, Mizhu secretly offered a strategy to Tao Qian to ensure the prosperity of the Tao family in Xuzhou. Tao Qian was already worried that his 2 sons had no great ambitions and were just mediocre in their studies, so he immediately adopted Mizhu's strategy as he couldn't control the civil and military affairs in Xuzhou. If there is anyone in Xuzhou who would most like Liu Bei to be the governor of Xuzhou, that must be Mizhu. Mizhu was originally a wealthy merchant from the East China Sea. Although he was wealthy, his status was low. Due to the corruption of officials and the prevalence of selling officials and titles, Mizhu took the opportunity to buy an official position in Xuzhou. But going further is difficult. And at this moment, Mizhu has a crush on Liu Bei. Mizhu is wealthy, has food, and has a beautiful little sister in a waiting girl, who is a perfect template for LV Buwei. Under such conditions, Mizhu would naturally have the idea of becoming LV Buwei. And the Xiaozhen selected by Mizhu is Liu Bei. Just as my confidant was about to leave, a sudden burst of hurried footsteps sounded. Mizhu's younger brother Mifang hurriedly ran into the inner courtyard. Big brother, something big is happening. Mizhu frowned and said, Second brother, Big brother has warned you many times not to panic when you encounter things. Mifang said urgently, Don't panic. Zhang Fei was killed, and Liu Bei ran away. What? Zhang Fei was killed. Liu Bei ran away. Mizhu was shocked and said, Second brother, what nonsense are you talking about? Mifang's tone was urgent. The news just came from Xiaopei. Xiaopei County Magistrate Xu Xiao, on charges of forcibly robbing lives and looting the execution ground, killed Zhang Fei and hung his head at the west gate of Xiaopei. Liu Bei was furious and launched an attack on Xiaopei, intending to avenge Zhang Fei. However, he was defeated by Xiaopei County Magistrate Xu Xiao with 800 heavy Snow Dragon Cavalry, defeating Liu Bei's 3,000 soldiers and horses. Liu Bei fled in a panic and disappeared without a trace. Mizhu stumbled back, his eyes full of suspicion. How could that be? Where did Xiaopei come from with cavalry? Liu Bei had 2 sworn brothers, Guan Yu and Zhang Fei, who were enemies of 10,000, and 3,000 soldiers and horses, but he was defeated. Mizhu has seen Guan Yu and Zhang Fei, as well as the bravery of those 3,000 plain soldiers, in the North Sea. 100,000 people in Guanhai were all killed and retreated. How could such a brave 3,000 people, along with Guan Yu and Zhang Fei, be defeated by Xu Xiao's 800 cavalry? This is outrageous. Like a dream, like a fantasy. Second brother, have you confirmed the news yet? Mizhu's tone became somewhat bitter. Confirmed. Moreover, Governor Tao probably learned the news. When I returned, Xiaopei came with a fast horse. Mifang is a bit worried. Big brother, what should we do now? Most of the civil and military officials in Xuzhou know that the Mi clan has a good relationship with Liu Bei. Now Liu Bei has been defeated by Xu Xiao. Mizhu is facing a problem. Should we continue to support Liu Bei and have Tao Qian severely punish Xu Xiao? Let me think about it. Governor's office. Tao Qian received Xiaopei's battle report and Zhang Fei's confession. For a long time, Tao Qian clapped the table and stood up. Liu Bei, how dare you insult me like this? Tao Qian is so angry. He trusted Liu Bei so much that he didn't hesitate to compromise with Xuzhou twice. What is it for? Isn't it because of Liu Bei's benevolence and righteousness that he gave way to the Tao family and allowed them to become wealthy and prosperous in Xuzhou? But Tao Qian never expected it. Liu Bei is actually for a hypocrite. Han family relatives, after King Jing of Zhongshan, the great-grandson of Emperor Jing of Han, what happened when he snatched a commoner's daughter and took a concubine? Tao Qian, I asked Xuzhou to give me my elder brother twice because he is a Han family member. This Xuzhou was originally owned by Han family members. My big brother, I should be the governor of Xuzhou. Zhang Fei's words were recorded in their original form. Although there is no signature or endorsement from Zhang Fei. But as Xu Xiao said, as long as Liu Bei escapes from Xuzhou, the fake will come true. In Tao Qian's hand, there is also a battle report. Guan Yu robbed the Dharma field, Zhang Fei was beheaded, and Liu Bei launched an attack on Xiaopei, but was defeated by Xu Xiao. War report with confession. Enough to make Tao Qian see through Liu Bei's hypocrisy. Who is Tao Qian? In his 60s, he can still firmly serve as the governor of Xuzhou. What kind of person have you never seen? What scene have you never seen before? Tao Qian could almost imagine that once Xuzhou was given up, whether the Tao family could become wealthy and prosperous would depend on whether the three brothers Liu Bei were in a good mood. After calming down, Tao Qian took a deep breath. Because another thing, make Tao Qian more concerned. Nowadays, the cavalry in Xuzhou is led by Qiao Bao. Where did Xu Xiao get 800 cavalry? 800 to 3,000, if there had been these cavalry before, why didn't these 800 cavalry appear when Cao Cao attacked Xuzhou? Xu Xiao. Tao Qian frowned. Recalling the information about Xu Xiao. 6 years ago, Qingxu and Huang Jin made a comeback, and Tao Qian was appointed as the governor of Xuzhou to pacify Huang Jin. There is a young man and a young girl in Xiapi, wielding knives and charging into the formation with extraordinary bravery. The two of them burst into battle and killed the yellow-turbaned Chu Shuai in the midst of 1,000 armies. Make the yellow scarf besieging Xiapi tremble at the wind. This young man is the current magistrate of Xiaopei County, Xu Xiao. At that time, Tao Qian intended to promote Xu Xiao, but Xu Xiao refused to serve on the grounds of filial piety. 3 years ago, Xu Xiao's filial piety ended and he participated in the selection of officials in Xuzhou. Because Tao Qian had many civil and military personnel under his command at this time, he naturally did not have the same thirst for talent as when he first came to Xuzhou. Just gave Xu Xiao an official position as a county magistrate to govern Xiaopei. Xu Xiao has been known for his filial piety, righteousness, and integrity over the past 6 years, with very little display of martial arts skills. I almost forgot that 6 years ago, Xu Xiao was able to kill enemy generals in the midst of 1,000 armies. I missed the generals in Xuzhou. Tao Qian finally remembered the bravery of that young man outside the city of Xiapi 6 years ago. At this point, Tao Qian didn't think about where Xu Xiao's 800 Snow Dragon Cavalry came from anymore. Because it's not important anymore. Now Liu Bei has lost his value as an orphan. Tao Qian must find another support for the Tao family in Xuzhou. And Xu Xiao. It's just a very suitable candidate. Chapter 8. Tao Qian's third farewell to Xuzhou. On the first day at 8, it is requested that you are listening at novel full.audio. Xuzhou, official road. White robe, silver armor, bright silver spear, 100 riders treading on the dust. Such a majestic momentum has attracted the attention of the wealthy and common people along the way, who sell their husbands and soldiers. Is this cavalry from Xiaopei? When did Xiaopei have cavalry? You must be ignorant. My second uncle's younger brother's daughter.in.law's godmother's brother.in.law's brother.in.law's brother.in.law works as a guard in Xiaopei. This is the personal cavalry of Xiaopei County Magistrate Xu Xiao. In the west of Xiaopei City, he drove Liu Bei out of Xiaopei after breaking through 3,000 at 800. How could that be? Liu Bei scared away Cao Cao with just one letter. How could he have been kicked out of Xiaopei by a county magistrate? Come on. I also sent a letter to scare off Cao Cao. It was because LV Bu attacked Yanzhou and Cao Cao's hometown was stolen. He must have taken advantage of the situation to sell favors. The cavalry of Su County Magistrate is heading towards Pingcheng. Are they going to attack Pingcheng? Beat a ghost. That was ordered by Governor Tao to entertain County Magistrate Su, and he also emphasized the need to see the Snow Dragon Cavalry that defeated Liu Bei. Do you know again? How did you know to call it the Great Snow Dragon Cavalry instead of the White-Robed Army? Shit. As I just said, the brother.in.law of my second uncle's younger brother's daughter.in.law's grandmother's godmother works as a servant in Xiaopei. I'm asking someone to find connections and I'm also working in Xiaopei. Envy. The Snow Dragon rode through the dust. And at the forefront. It was Xu Xiao wearing the county magistrate's official uniform, and Ding Baiying, cold and aloof. And Ding Xiaoxiu, carrying the Qi family knife, holding straw in his mouth, with a rebellious expression on his face. Pengchengku. Officials have long been waiting here. Su County Magistrate, I am currently working as a pottery merchant in Xuzhou Jianxue. I have been ordered by the governor to wait here. Tao Qian. Xu Xiao was slightly taken aback. Tao Qian's son. Xu Xiao replied, Tao Jianxue is of the same ethnicity as the governor. Tao Qian smiled and said, I am the eldest son of the governor. He is really Tao Qian's son. Xu Xiao was surprised in his heart. There is some doubt that Tao Qian would let his eldest son come to greet him. A few polite sentences. Xu Xiao asked, can my Snow Dragon rider enter the city? This time in Pingcheng, Xu Xiao has already prepared for the worst. After all, Tao Qian gave way to Xuzhou. But now Liu Bei was defeated by Xu Xiao and fled. If Tao Qian is suspicious, he will definitely have conflicts with Xu Xiao. The battle report and confession, although Xu Xiao may have some righteousness, still depend on Tao Qian's attitude towards this matter. If Tao Qian wants to have a grudge against Xu Xiao doesn't mind attacking Pingcheng. With 800 heavy snow dragons riding, Xu Xiao already has the qualification to divide the territory. Even if the reputation is insufficient. But the Snow Dragon Cavalry is absolutely loyal to Xu Xiao. Absolutely not to be instigated. If your reputation is not enough, then create a reputation. Tao Qian smiled and said, of course I can. My father also wants to see the brave cavalry under Su County Magistrate's command. 800 snowy dragon riders, neatly arranged and integrated, slowly stepped into Pingcheng. Just a glance can be frightening. Tao Qian secretly praised, truly worthy of being the great Snow Dragon Cavalry that can defeat Liu Bei's 3,000 soldiers and horses. It is ordered and forbidden, and its formation is rigorous, far beyond the 5,000 cavalry under Cao Bao's command. Xuzhou also has cavalry. But to Tao Qian's impression, Cao Bao's 5,000 cavalry did not give as much deterrence as these 100 Snow Dragon Cavalry. Tao Qian even had a strange idea. Can Cao Bao beat a heavy snow dragon horse? Strange. There's something wrong with this route. Xu Xiao is not the first time coming to Xuzhou. The route from Xiqing Gate to the governor's mansion is not the one we are currently taking. Tao Qian's route is like a snow dragon riding around the inner city of Xuzhou. But Xu Xiao didn't point it out. just secretly gestured to the cavalry colonel of the Snow Dragon Cavalry. Half an hour later, Xu Xiao arrived near the governor's office. Tao Qian invited, Xu County Magistrate, let the Snow Dragon Cavalry temporarily stay here. The governor has set up a banquet in the mansion. Xu Xiao flipped over and dismounted. Baiying, Xiao, come with me, the rest of you, stay put. No orders, do not move lightly. Stepping into the governor's mansion, Xu Xiao saw everyone attending the banquet. Except for Tao Qian's confidant, Qiao Bao, the commander of the Danyang army. Don't drive to work in Mizhu, work in Wanglang, work in Diannong Xiaowei Chindang, even the cavalry captain Zhang Ba guarding Langjia, the cavalry captain Sun Guan guarding Donghai, as well as the prime minister of Xiapi, Zhuo Rong, and the prefect of Guangling, Zhao Yu, all came to the banquet. These people. They are all the civil and military skills that Tao Qian values the most. Seeing Xu Xiao, Tao Qian laughed heartily and warmly welcomed him, saying, Xu County Magistrate, you have finally arrived, and we are waiting for you. Xu Xiao bowed back and said, Your Excellency, Governor, you're welcome. Xu Xiao glanced at the seat and found that only the first seat on Tao Qian's left was empty. Wrinkled his brow. Xu Xiao was puzzled in his heart. What is Tao Qian doing? Tao Qian didn't know what Xu Xiao was thinking, but warmly invited him to sit down in the last available seat. Although I don't understand Tao Qian's intention. But Xu Xiao still sat calmly. Suddenly, a cold snort sounded. But it was Zhuo Rong, the prime minister of Xiapi, who was somewhat dissatisfied when he saw Xu Xiao sitting calmly. Zhuo Rong was the prime minister of Xiapi and trusted by Tao Qian. He was responsible for overseeing the transportation of military supplies in Xiapi, Pengcheng, and Guangling, with great power. I thought Tao Qian was going to entertain an important person. After all, even Zhang Ba, Sun Guan, and Zhao Yu came to Pengcheng from their respective counties. But I never thought about it. Surprisingly, this is a small county magistrate from Xiaopei. Not only Zhuo Rong was dissatisfied, but Zhang Ba, Sun Guan, and Zhao Yu, who held great power, also looked at Xu Xiao with unfriendly eyes. Qindang and Wang Lang were both puzzled and unsure of Tao Qian's intentions. The only Mizhu who knew the truth was a bitter smile and a shake of her head. He has already guessed Tao Qian's purpose. Now that Liu Bei has been defeated by Xu Xiao, Tao Qian not only did not blame him, but also warmly treated him and summoned back the most trusted civil and military officials under his command to Pengcheng. There is only one reason. Xu Xiao replaced Liu Bei and became the candidate for Tao Qian to ensure the prosperity of the Tao family in Xuzhou. Sure enough. After introducing each other and exchanging pleasantries for a while, Tao Qian suddenly put down his wine bottle and sighed. Although Cao Cao withdrew, it was only because LV Bu had launched a surprise attack on Yenzhou. Now, Cao Cao and LV Bu have both withdrawn their troops because they have run out of food and supplies. Without the hidden danger of LV Bu, they will definitely attack Xuzhou again next year. I am old and my two sons are not capable of taking on important responsibilities. The current Xiaopei County Magistrate, Xu Xiao, is brave and skilled in battle, and is famous for his filial piety, righteousness, and integrity in Xuzhou. I am interested and recommend Xu County Magistrate to serve as the governor of Xuzhou. The words fell. Everyone in the room was shocked. Zhuo Rong stood up and said, Xu Xiao is just a child and has not yet been crowned. What qualifications do you have to serve as the governor of Xuzhou? On the first day, 24 hours a day, with 20,000 words, full of sincerity. Thank you for Hua Hua's evaluation. There is still something today, give me some support, let me run 20,000 words every day. Chapter 9. The governor of Xuzhou, I, Xu Xiao, have taken over. You are listening at novelfull.audio. When Tao Qian saw Zhuo Rong refute, his face suddenly became a bit uneasy. Seeing someone leading the way, Cavalry Captain Sun Guan also said, the position of Governor of Xuzhou is of great responsibility. The governor had previously favored Liu Bei, why did he suddenly elect Xu Xiao again today? Tao Qian gave way to Xuzhou, and by this time it had already spread throughout Xuzhou. Although Sun Guan was equally dissatisfied with Liu Bei, relatively speaking, Liu Bei still had the status of a Han family relative. But Xu Xiao? It's just a reputation of filial piety, righteousness, and honesty. Those present. How many have not gained the reputation of filial piety? If Xu Xiao could serve as the governor of Xuzhou, Sun Guan believed that he could also be the governor of Xuzhou. Cavalry Captain Zhang Ba also said, Governor, I have to seek blessings for my brothers under my command. Although I respect the filial piety and righteousness of Su County Magistrate, I hope my brothers can have enough to eat. Zhao Yu, the prefect of Guangling, frowned. Compared to the other three, Zhao Yu's tone appeared calm. Governor, is there any hidden information? Mizhu, Wang Lang, Chen Deng, and Qiao Bao remained silent. Mizhu knows the truth, while Chen Deng is watching. As for Wang Lang, in half a month, he will step down from his position as the governor of Xuzhou and go to Kuaiji to become the governor. Is Xuzhou given to Liu Bei or Xu Xiao? It has nothing to do with Wang Lang. There's no need to offend people at this time. Although Qiao Bao also despised Xu Xiao, he was Tao Qian's confidant and it was impossible for him to refute Tao Qian's words on such an occasion. 4 people in a row refuted Tao Qian's decision, which made Tao Qian's face increasingly ugly. But precisely because of this, Tao Qian wants Xuzhou to give Xu Xiao a stronger heart. Whether it was Zhang Ba and Sun Guan who followed him the first time, or later Zhuo Rong and Zhao Yu, they were not worth entrusting their affairs behind them. And Wang Lang goes without saying anything. How could someone who is about to become the governor of Kuaiji take care of Tao Qian's children and grandchildren? As for Mizhu and Chen Deng, Mizhu was determined to support Liu Bei. Although Chen Deng was outgoing, his father Chen Ting was an old fox and would not do anything without benefits. Although Qiao Bao is a confidant, but Tao Qian can still hold on. If Tao Qian had died, Qiao Bao would not have been loyal to his 2 sons who had no great ambitions. Tao Qian sighed inwardly, his eyes becoming even clearer. Liu Bei, he has already left Xuzhou. What? Sun Guan was taken aback and glanced at Zhang Ba, seeing the shock in their eyes. How could Liu Bei possibly leave Xuzhou? Even discerning people can see it. Liu Bei was just being humble to avoid being criticized. As long as Tao Qian makes another concession, Liu Bei will definitely be appointed as the governor of Xuzhou. How could Liu Bei possibly leave at this time? Sun Guan asked in a deep voice, Governor, why did Liu Bei leave Xuzhou? At this point, Xu Xiao also saw the situation of the entire banquet clearly. This is a group of proud soldiers, fierce generals, and powerful officials. No wonder Tao Qian wants Xuzhou. With such officials, once Tao Qian dies, it is impossible for the civil and military officials in Xuzhou to support Tao Qian's 2 sons in governing. Let Tao Shan come to greet me, and also prepare to have the governor of Xuzhou give me. Tao Qian is trying to find a way out for his 2 sons. Xu Xiao had a clear mind and instantly guessed Tao Qian's intention. Not waiting for Tao Qian to continue, Xu Xiao put down his wine bottle and answered Sun Guan's seemingly questioning but also questioning tone. Correct me, Liu Bei did not leave Xuzhou, but fled Xuzhou. The words fell. Sun Guan was once again shocked. Escape. What is the situation? Did we miss any news? Zhuo Rong, Zhao Yu, Zhang Ba, and others all looked at Xu Xiao in surprise. Xu Xiao stood up and bowed to Tao Qian, saying, Governor, since you intend to give me Xuzhou, I, Xu Xiao, will not hesitate to accept it. I have had a great conversation with Jianxue, and his talent in educating Xuzhou scholars is a great responsibility. Xu Xiao first gave Tao Qian a guarantee, and then swept around Zhuo Rong, Sun Guan, and others, his tone becoming tough. As for all of you present, you may have doubts in your heart, or you may not be convinced by me, Xu Xiao. This is not important. Because the recommendation from the governor of Xuzhou, Governor Tao, is not necessary at all. I will listen to your opinions. Xu Xiao's arrogance. Suddenly, anger surged in the hearts of everyone at the banquet. Tao Qian remained silent. His goal has been achieved, and surprisingly, Xu Xiao has a guarantee. Now, let's see if Xu Xiao can handle the civil and military affairs of Xuzhou. It can be held in place. The recommendation letter can be sent to Chang'an immediately. I can't stop it. So Tao Qian can only seek another expert. Xu Xiao, do you dare to underestimate us? Without us, just rely on you, and also want to govern Xuzhou. Ha! I'm afraid your decree won't even allow you to leave the governor's office. Zhuo Rong once again raised his head and stared at Xu Xiao with resentment. Sun Guan sneered, Xu Xiao, you're not the governor of Xuzhou yet. You're just so reckless. If you become the governor of Xuzhou, wouldn't you want to dismiss our official position? Zhang Ba and Zhao Yu both had expressions of displeasure. But the two did not speak up. Are you very smart, the Prime Minister of Xiapi? Xu Xiao's eyes were sharp, and his gaze towards Zhuo Rong was like a sharp knife. Zhuo Rong, don't think I don't know. Although you oversee the transportation of food and forage in Pengcheng, Xiapi, and Guanling counties, you have your own pockets full. You build luxurious Buddhist temples, forge bronze Buddha statues, and even demand a large amount of money from pilgrims. I became the governor of Xuzhou, and you were the first one to kill me. Zhuo Rong took a few steps back in shock and said, Xu Xiao, how dare you do this? Who in Xuzhou can convince you? Tao Qian had long known about the matter of Zhuo Rong. However, Tao Qian is unable to govern. But Xu Xiao is different. Xuzhou absolutely does not allow people like Zhuo Rong to appear. I dare to kill even Zhang Fei, but I can't kill you. Zhuo Rong, I know you have private soldiers, but I have defeated Liu Bei. With you alone, you also want to stop me. Hush. Everyone took a deep breath. Just now I was wondering why Liu Bei would escape from Xuzhou. Where is escape here? This is simply a big defeat. Not only that. Even Zhang Fei has been beheaded. Who doesn't know about Zhang Fei's bravery present? Especially Zhang Ba and Sun Guan looked at Xu Xiao with a hint of fear in their eyes. Civil officials may not understand Zhang Fei's bravery. But Zhang Ba and Sun Guan, the two generals, have deep feelings. Zhuo Rong's expression changed and he immediately drew his sword. Xu Xiao, do you dare to kill me when I dare not kill you? Whisper a light smile. Ding Xiaoxiu bit on the straw and put down the Qi family knife. Zhang Ba and Sun Guan saw this and stood up one after another, holding down the hilt of their swords. The situation suddenly became tense. Zhao Yu suddenly stood up and looked at Tao Qian, Governor, do you really want Xuzhou to give Xu Xiao? Tao Qian held a wine bottle, his seemingly turbid old eyes unusually sharp. I'm not dead yet, old man. Chapter 10. Xuzhou Mizhu, pay respects to the Lord. You are listening at novelfull.audio. But Tao Qian's seemingly domineering words had no deterrent effect at all. If it were Cao Cao's late age, speaking such words, no one under his command would dare to look up again. This is the real deterrent. But at this moment, Zhuo Rong had a resentful expression on his face, Zhang Bei and Guan sneered at each other, while Zhao Yu appeared refined but was questioning. Wang Lang is indifferent and hangs high. Mizhu and Chen Deng lowered their heads and remained silent, unsure of what they were thinking. And on Qiao Bao's face, there was actually terror. Tao Qian knew his confidant's personality, and it was definitely not Xu Xiao who was frightened. But it's Shuorong Zhangba and others. Simply put, Qiao Bao is afraid. If Shuorong and others completely tear their faces apart, he doesn't have the confidence to withstand it. Although Qiao Bao is the commander of the elite Danyang army. But no one stipulates that the commander of the Danyang army must be a fierce general who can conquer and fight well. Governor, why answer a group of people with different selfish intentions? I, Xu Xiao, and 800 snow dragons are riding here. If you don't agree, then fight until you agree. Xu Xiao stood strong on the field. Today is the day of great joy for me, Xu Xiao, to acquire the governor of Xuzhou. I don't want to see blood. Those who want to leave, just leave. But I, Xu Xiao, have a statement in advance. Anyone who leaves today will become an enemy in the future. Don't say it's unforeseeable. Xu Xiao is decisive and capable. I don't want to compromise with this group of people anymore. Saying, it can't solve the problem. We still have to fight. Although Xu Xiao can kill Shuorong and others here. But killing Xuzhou officials without reason not only gives others an excuse, but also cannot deter the Xuzhou official family. This is Xuzhou. Those who refuse will not be the only ones at the banquet. I want to completely control Xuzhou. Still fighting with real swords and guns. But Xu Xiao is not afraid of battle. With 800 snow dragons riding, no one in Xuzhou is a match for Xu Xiao. Exactly. Taking this opportunity, let me, Xu Xiao, and 800 Snow Dragon Cavalry, become famous all over the world. If you don't have enough reputation, then come and make a name for yourself. Xu Xiao's sharp gaze intimidated everyone present. Zhao Yu's eyes changed, and seeing Tao Qian remain silent, he guessed Tao Qian's thoughts. Zhao Yu immediately shook his sleeve and said, Governor Tao, Zhao Yu is going back to Guanling, so I'm leaving. Seeing that Xu Xiao did not stop Zhao Yu, Zhang Ba and Sun Guan exchanged a glance. Governor Tao, Langya still has military affairs, so Zhang Ba will leave first. Governor Tao, there are also military affairs in the East China Sea, and Sun Guan has also taken a step forward. Shuorong stared at Xu Xiao with resentment, without saying a word, and left with a cold snort. In an instant, 4 people left for the banquet. Xu Xiao looked at Mizhu, Wang Lang, and Chen Deng with a somewhat sarcastic tone and said, Aren't you planning to leave? Upon seeing this, Wang Lang stood up and congratulated, Although I am the governor of Xuzhou, I have already been appointed by the court and will soon go to Kuaiji to serve as the governor. I didn't expect to meet a young hero like Governor Su before leaving. It's my honor. I will be my colleague in the future, and I hope to have more contact with Governor Su. Although Wang Lang is speculating. But reach out and don't hit the smiling person. Since Wang Lang is witty, Xu Xiao will not deliberately make things difficult. Upon seeing Wang Lang's congratulations, Chen Deng also stood up and bowed. The position of governor cannot be interfered with by me, a small agricultural colonel. Whoever the court says is the governor, Chen Deng will recognize him as the governor. Chen Deng spoke fluently. It doesn't matter who becomes the governor. Anyway, whoever is the governor, Chen Deng will serve for him. At this point, Mizhu took a deep breath and stood up the last to give a big salute. Don't drive in Xuzhou, Mizhu from the East China Sea. I would like to serve Governor Su as the main envoy. I heard that Governor Su is still unmarried. I have a sister named Mizhen, who is 18 years old and has a beautiful and virtuous appearance. If the governor doesn't mind, I am willing to marry the governor and achieve a beautiful thing. I belong to the Mi clan, and all servants, guests, and land resources can be controlled by the governor. The words fell. Wang Lang and Chen Deng's faces were filled with surprise. Even Tao Qian, who had remained silent and allowed Xu Xiaoli to stand still, looked at Mizhu in surprise. This Mizhu unexpectedly recognized Xu Xiao as the lord directly. Although Mizhu is the governor of Xuzhou, Tao Qian is the governor of Xuzhou. But Tao Qian and Mizhu are only subordinate to each other, not the main subjects. Not only that. Mizhu surprisingly chose to directly marry her younger sister to Xu Xiao. This means, in the future, this Mi clan will be tied up with Xu Xiao. How could this elk's son Zhong have such courage? Chen Deng was surprised in his heart. You should know. Those who remain at the banquet, whether they are Chen Deng, Wang Lang, or Mizhu, have no troops in their hands. And there are 4 soldiers and horses. Zhao Yu, Zuo Rong, Zhang Ba, and Sun Guan have all left. Xuzhou is about to face a war. Whether Xu Xiao can firmly serve as the governor of Xuzhou is still unknown. Once Xu Xiao is defeated, the Mi clan in the East Sea will also be declared shattered. The richest person in Xuzhou, countless people covet the wealth of the Mi family. If you know that Mizhu is married to Xu Xiao, Sun Guan from the East China Sea and Zuo Rong from Xiapi are expected to plunder the Mi clan in the East China Sea as soon as possible. Mizhu. This is gambling with the Mi clan. Xu Xiao was also somewhat surprised. Mizhu has always been optimistic about Liu Bei. Although Liu Bei has escaped from Xuzhou, it is not enough for Mizhu to directly worship Xu Xiao as his lord. Not only that. Do you still want to marry your little sister Mizhen? Did I cut off Liu Bei's beard? Although Xu Xiao was surprised in his heart, his tone remained the same as before. Elk Si Zhong, are you not afraid? I, Xu Xiao, have lost Xuzhou, and the foundation of the Mi family in the East China Sea will disappear forever. Mizhu's tone was firm. The likes of Zuo Rong and Zhao Yu are just a group of rabble. The governor is unparalleled in bravery and has the service of the Snow Dragon Cavalry. With Zuo Rong and others alone, they are not worthy of being the governor's opponents. Although I am Mizhu, there is indeed suspicion of speculation. But good birds choose trees to roost, good ministers choose masters to act, and the wise master is right in front of me. How can I miss it, Mizhu? Mizhu's words. Speaking with sincerity and enthusiasm. Xu Xiao laughed and said, Elk Zizhong, you have great vision and intelligence. I, Xu Xiao, need talents like you. Since you are the first to worship me, I, Xu Xiao, will not treat you unfairly. When I am not satisfied with the expedition to Xuzhou, I will give you 3 books and 6 gifts and marry your little sister. Mizhu is overjoyed. I thought Xu Xiao would take concubines at most. After all, Xu Xiao is not Liu Bei. Mizhu didn't always have a high opinion of Xu Xiao from the beginning, so naturally she didn't expect Xu Xiao to marry her own little sister. But now. But Xu Xiao made a promise. 3 books and 6 rituals, marry Mizhen. Such solemnity made Mizhu's heart rejoice. Xuzhou Mizhu, pay respects to the Lord.